Not all of the biggest moments in disc golf happen on the course. Some of them, the most crucial, happen when players and pros aren't even playing disc golf. The off-season, a time when usually you just wait and wait until the next season begins, dying to watch some disc golf. Any disc golf. But now is a time when companies shuffle, your favorite players are moving to different brands, and you're left to wonder if their play will suffer for it. This is one, if not the biggest signings in disc golf history. The stage has been set, the road already paved by one of the GOATs. Now it's time for another player to hop onto the hype train. It's the Simon Lizotte's off-season story and how it may be the contract of the decade. Here we go. The 2022 offseason has been pretty slow. A couple moves here and there, some fun announcement videos, but nothing that was too crazy. In 2021, we had Ricky Wysocki move to Dynamic, 4 years, $4 million. 2018, we had Macbeth to Discraft. These have been by far the biggest moves from players to different companies, so in 2022, nothing had really compared to that, until December 27th, when Foundation dropped a podcast with their suspicions for Simon Lizotte. The basis? Some people on Reddit. Now, all love for Foundation and everything they do for disc golf, I was just a little held back on the basis for these rumors. At the time, it was just some people on social media saying a big dog is heading somewhere, that there was a million-year contract being signed. The most notable was Chris Clements saying that he knew someone was leaving a company and you wouldn't believe him if he told you. Again, off-season, so not much for disc golfers to talk about, so the Simon rumor became the forefront of the disc golf news. People had rumors, suspicions, I don't know, maybe they were just talking for the fun of it. I personally was not taking any of it seriously because it's Simon Lizotte. He has helped build and hone the company that is Discmania. With him and Eagle McMahon, they are the faces of the company. It would be shocking for him to leave. No way. So as the weeks went on, podcasts and videos were made with people talking about the rumors, but still nothing substantial. No evidence from any company, nothing from Simon, nothing from Discmania. On January 7th, the disc golf community was shook, for at least some of us. The rumors had been going around, but for anyone who didn't believe or didn't want to believe, it was a huge announcement. Simon Lizotte, on his own YouTube channel, would announce that he was leaving Discmania. He gave an amazing, heartfelt goodbye that left me thinking he really didn't want to leave Discmania. After some turmoil over the issue, Simon finally had made a decision to leave the company he had helped build for a company that had given him a life-changing deal. The company, unannounced. This video was not about where he was going, it was about where he had been. A tribute to the company that helped make him, and to the company that he helped make. The video would make YouTube trending, a feat that Simon would later say was a dream. 10 years. 10 years winning, succeeding, losing, and injuries. All this time Discmania stood by him. It's been crazy to look back over the years at Simon and realize we're never going to get any more of these moments.
Pretty fun. Awesome. All right, well, do you want to thank any sponsors or anything? Right here. Discmania, baby. Right here. Right here. Without them, I would not be here. Thank you.
A new show. Crush Boy. What are we calling this?
Crush Boy Chronicles.
Crush Boy Chronicles. Like it. Eagle, Kyle, Simon, and we have Casey along us.
That's it. 10 years.
Now, he may be throwing new discs, but it will be different. No Crush Boys, no Team Discmania. It's going to be a different future than we had expected. The realization of Simon being no longer a part of Discmania only lasted so long. Now, even more questions are being asked. Where is Simon going? Finally, 5 days later, we would get the official new company announcement. Simon Lizotte was going to no other than MVP Discs for 10 years. This one also made YouTube trending, which is pretty sweet for disc golf. The main leader in rumors, MVP, had been hinted at by quite a few people over the last few weeks. It made sense, though. For Simon to go anywhere, it would be MVP. They didn't sign anyone big last year, they had all the money from the Holy Shot by Comrade in 2021, and probably were waiting to sign someone huge. Only a few other people are as big as Simon, and looking at it, he is exactly what they need. James Conner has done a great job repping the brand, but he's not a YouTube figure like Simon. Even if Simon is playing bad and doesn't make any big cards, he's still going to be making vlogs showing the different discs he's been working with from MVP. This is the best way for MVP to get the specifics of their brand out there. Simon's going to get to try out everything from them, especially the similar discs that he loved to throw from Discmania. As all of this was announced, one big thing had yet to be told. How much was Simon worth to MVP? Initially, nothing was announced until Ultiworld dropped the article that would go into detail on what Simon was getting. First thing, MVP buys out Simon's contract from Discmania for $1 million, which was set to run out through 2026. Next, Simon for 10 years, 7 figures guaranteed. Now up to this point, nothing has been explicitly said that Simon isn't making more than $1 million, so it's probably just that. 10 years, 10 million guaranteed. The next thing was a 6-figure signing bonus with uncapped potential for more earnings through disc sales and incentives. This may be coming from Ultiworld right after the announcement video, but a couple days later we get a different story from Simon. On the Nick and Matt show, he was interviewed about the whole process of signing with MVP. Check it out, it's got some really great stuff in it. But in regards to the contract, Simon cannot talk about it. They also talk about it not being a public contract whatsoever, and these leaks/rumors are the only info out there. MVP nor Simon has commented on these leaks. So for right now, we have what Ultiworld is saying about his contract, which seems pretty legit. They would never give up their source, compared to Simon and MVP just not talking about it. Another great thing we got from this interview was Simon calling out those who had made comments on social media, such as Clemens and now teammate Jordan Castro. Simon saying he was disappointed on some pros having insider information, meanwhile hinting at him leaving was not cool. Also, Drew Gibson tweeting a day before Simon's video that Lizotte had an announcement coming the next day, which he got that information from Simon and still tweeted. Simon's pretty chill about everything, but you certainly get a vibe from him during the interview that he was not happy about the leaks, which Simon had the best way of putting it himself during his In the Bag video, calling them leaky leakers. Simon signed, the hectic news is now behind him. What's going to happen for the 2023 season? We've seen some players in the past pick up new discs and do just fine. We've also had some players struggle. Simon had an incredible season last year, 4 wins in total, it was amazing. Now before the season even starts, I was predicting Simon to have a worse season than last year. I mean, 4 wins is crazy. For the history of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, only a couple of guys a year do that. Last year, it was Ricky and Simon who reached the 4-win number. Now Simon is going to have all eyes on him to see what he can do with these new discs, which is precisely what he's being paid for. The more I think about it and the more I look at this story as a whole, it doesn't really matter what Simon does. Him, his family, they're set. This was a life-changing deal. Simon may have made a lot of money with Discmania, but it wasn't going to be like this kind of money. All Simon's got to do is go be himself, play disc golf, make entertaining vlogs, and he'll be just fine. I do think his play was struggle. Conrad had an amazing Worlds performance with these discs, but it did take him a minute to adjust, like it does for most pros. Open course, long bomber drives, Simon's going to do just fine. Let's see what happens in the woods though. Can he go out and play better than he did last year on some of those tight courses? MVP Open last year was a crazy finish. Now you have a defending champ, Simon Lizotte, looking to win not only for the hometown factor, now you can have the MVP Open be won by the new face of the company, Simon Lizotte, Team MVP. Going to be a fun 2023 season to watch. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my channel for other videos just like this one. Make sure to hit that notifications button so you don't miss out the next time I post. Comment down below what you guys thought of the whole Simon off-season ordeal. Alright, we'll see you next time. Cheers.